All right, man, here go another light. Wait, another light video. So you already know what we on, man. You already know I'm about to say. See, you got the scat thing right here, still kind of clean. Just watched it the other day. So I know if y'all been watching lately, man, I've been just dropping videos. I said, fuck it, like I'm just gonna record everything, which I was already doing, but then I got kind of lazy and I started doing some little stuff, or you know, went a couple places where I should have recorded, but I didn't, cause you know it was like whatever. But this is like a mandatory video. This is a helpful video. I don't know how it's gonna come out, but I said why not try it, because it's super cheap, and the worst thing could happen is I mean, it's still gonna probably look messed up. I don't know, we gonna see. Probably already seen it in the title, thumbnail, whatever. So this is a paint correction brush, and it's like 3 parts to it. You see, you got a pen. You see a paint pen right here. Let's see if this focuses in. I don't know. Paint pen, basically, you know, you shake it, and this is for like the smaller scratches. Then you got an actual paintbrush for large chips and scratches, and then you got this right here for the clear coat. So that's what you put on lastly. So you know, I had this car for a while. Any car you got, you pretty much gonna get rock chips and little scratches and stuff like that. I got a couple of joints on here on the front. I don't know. I'm thinking about like, okay, you see, this is a small one right here. This one. I'm not really focused on these, but I might as well hit them. But I'm not for sure. I'm gonna see how it's gonna work on scratches, because I don't want the paint to be looking messed up. So the smaller ones I'm not really concerned about. Why I really got this is for this right here on the side. It's kind of dark in here. Let me see if y'all see it. And I don't even know. I'll probably put a picture up here, but you see these couple white scratches right here. Then this part right here. Like, this is the main thing I'm hidden on here. And then over here on the back, go ahead and show y'all real quick, man. These 3 dots right here, man. Don't even ask how it's happened. This wasn't my fault. This, you see, this right here I'm doing regardless. I don't care if the paint look bubbled or whatever. This just looked terrible right here. And I switched my shoes for work, like pretty much every time I go to work. So I see this every day, and I'm sick of seeing it. So I'm definitely hitting 33 stops right here. Then depending on how this side come out right here, I may do a couple of these dots on the front, which is not that many. It's just this one right here. This one, like I say, if you got a car, I mean, you gonna have some on the front. Most of this is dirt that y'all looking at right here. Like, that's dirt, but make sure your car is cooled down. What you're gonna have to do is basically wipe off the areas you're trying to paint with like alcohol. You know, you don't want no wax, no soap, no type of stuff like that on there. You just want it clean with alcohol. If you don't got alcohol, then just use some super hot water and clean the area good. You know, get you a good towel that's not gonna leave lint and stuff like that. Clean the area real good, and pretty much you're gonna want to put like 1 coat, like, you know, 1 coat, let it dry for about, you know, 10 to 20 minutes, and then come back and hit it again. And I would say something like this when it's super thin, I'm probably gonna be able to use the pen on this. I'm gonna start with just the pen pretty much on these right here, because these not super deep. This right here I may have to use the brush, but we're gonna see, man. But make sure your car is cooled down. You wipe it off, make sure it's no wax, soap or clear coat or whatever. You just want it bare as possible, clean with no lint, no dirt. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this started. All right, yeah, so what you wanna make sure you do is wipe this off real good. Make sure it's completely dry. I know I already wiped it, but I'm basically just showing you again. So wipe it off, make sure it's completely dry, make sure it's no lint, no dirt. And then, like I say, you want to shake this up. I ain't open it yet. Go ahead and get this open. Did get this from Dodge. They had to order it because they didn't carry this color, and they didn't have it in store. They normally do, but it's out of stock of this particular color. This is the pen right here. Like I say, you see the box right here. It shows you a diagram of it. This is that basically. The clear coat is at the bottom right here. The paint brush is in the middle, and the paint pen is at the top. So you want to shake this up for a good 30 seconds, you know. Just keep shaking it. You know, if you go longer than that, it don't matter. And when you get ready to take it out, make sure you get a piece of paper to test it on. Just make sure, you know, it's coming out right. You want to just twist this top piece off for the actual paint brush. And you see this is the paint. You just want to give it a test. Make sure, you see, when I took the pen out, I actually just dabbed it. You want to, you know, go like this. You want to take it out, and you want to thin the brush out so you don't have all that paint on there. I didn't do that. I was just showing y'all a tester. So I'm about to go ahead and try this out on the car, man. Like I say, I don't have no choice but to do this anyway. So if it's messed up, you know, I mean, it's going to look better than this. This look nasty. So here we go, man. Alright, so I don't know if y'all seen it. I don't know how good this camera's picking this up. But basically, I did thin it out on the brush, but it was still too much. So if you can, you might want to just go buy you a small little paintbrush and dab it in the paint yourself, because you really don't need that much. It was too much on there, and I kind of thinned it out. Like I said, it's still drying, and you kind of see the mark, but I'm coming back with another coat. So it's going to look a little bit better. It's just the first coat, and it's still drying, so we'll see. Alright, so I got the first coat on. You see it's still kind of dark looking. It's almost done drying, but I was painting over a colored area. So when I do the scratches on the side, it's probably gonna come out better. But like I said, I prefer it looking like this versus having those 3 yellow dots. Like I said, I'm gonna add 1 or 2 more layers and then do a clear coat over it. But that's just the first step right there. So y'all see what it look like. All right, so y'all see it. You still see the 3 dots, but like I say, this is definitely way better than having 3, like, you know, yellow dots. I'm gonna let this dry. It's still kind of drying. I'm not gonna put no more coats on it. I did 2 coats. I'm just gonna hit it with this little clear part at the end. I'll show y'all what it look like after I do that. Did the best I can. It is no more white spots, but you just tell why I painted that. It's got that texture look to it, but I guess this is better than it been white. You know, if it's been like some big giant spots on my car, then I would have actually got it corrected professionally. I did hit the couple of white dots on here. You can't really see. I can't remember. I did that with the pen. I actually worked on the pen with the small dot. This is definitely better than those 3 yellow spots. You know, from a distance, you can't even see it. I'm okay with that. Like I said, if it had been like big giant spots on the car, then I would have definitely got it done professionally. But this was like a quick fix because I took it to a shop. One shop was like $350 to paint down. I'm not paying $350 to paint down. It's just not that serious, and that's why I'm not too upset or too pressed about the results of this paint pen. Like I said, it's better than just seeing a whole bunch of white lines on here. I'd rather have it look like that. But like I said, I was just showing y'all how this worked, the results, you know. Then again, you could be getting better results if you do it a certain way. I was like whatever with it. So, you know, that's the results I got. But then again, these was deep scratches, so it wasn't gonna come out super smooth and look like the rest of the car.
Look, was on my grind, it was my time, I ain't think twice, I paid that price and we did this, nigga. Police storm at me, charges never stick. Fucking niggas up in Vegas, pocket 96, 11 past 11.